But I will hope that that sadness and loss will be lessened by your advocacy, and I think that extra understanding that you all have in living with mental illness. I guess, and to Edwina, I hope you all come away from this conference feeling enlightened and stimulated, but most of all to have fun, and I hope everyone gets that opportunity to say what they need to say, to meet some new people, if you can all take time out to talk to those people that you don't know, that would be really great. It's often difficult to speak out in front of a big group of people like this, and it's important to do whatever you need to do if you're finding it very difficult to cope. And we've got some fantastic people here who are wearing green tags, and they're the session peers who are here to support anyone who needs that support. And I would like them all to stand up if they can, and depending on the numbers, perhaps if you could introduce yourselves, it would be really helpful. Thank you.
I'm Emma Willoughby. I'm from South Australia. I'm a consumer consultant in our mental health and substance abuse division, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here today. So if I can be of any assistance,
Hi everyone, I'm Dee Backman-Hoyle. I'm on the forum and again available should anyone need any additional support.
I'm Patrick Hartley, the carer from WA. I'm the Deputy Co-Chair of the Private Mental Health Consumer Care Network, and I'm on the forum here to help.
Thanks, Emma. And Patrick's a good one to talk to over a glass of red wine.
Particularly consoling.
Very consoling. So I'd just like to add that I think it would be great if we can treat each other with kindness and respect, and to do that to ourselves as well. We're not going to leave ourselves out as much as we do nice to everyone else, but sometimes we don't treat ourselves with great kindness. Enjoy the opportunities for networking and information sharing, but I would like us all to lighten up, and this is a lesson for me, I think. I'm going to try not to take us all too seriously. I'm going to have lots of fun. There's a session at 5 o'clock that is particularly, I'm not quite sure of the details of this, but Kim and Kylie will no doubt fit us in. And a special thank you to Kim and Kylie for putting this on at fairly short notice. A lot of work. And so the 5 o'clock session for relaxation and having fun, and I hope you'll all do the same. Thank you.
Both me and Judy only got an opportunity to do this morning, so I hope, I feel very privileged and humbled I've been asked to speak of Consumers Past, and I know it's going to be very difficult for me to actually do them true justice in the short time I've got, but I'll give it a go. Okay, firstly I would like to ask everyone to observe a minute's silence so that we can pay our respects to everyone who's been touched by mental illness, their families, the dedicated volunteers and the many service providers who care for these people. I would like us all to also pay respect to the courage, spirit, selflessness and vision of all the consumers past who have paved the way for a better future for everyone who has had a mental illness. And remember those who, despite no power or status, challenged, spoke out, created pathways, opportunities and environments that today empower people to recover, that enable them to reconnect to themselves, others and the meaning and purpose in life. In order to give us a voice, they lived, suffered ignorance, abuse, humiliation, exclusion, isolation, incarceration, and sadly some even died. All of which has led us to this time and place where we honour their efforts and nowadays stand tall and contribute as equals. Because of consumers past, we are now treated like everyone else, not invisible, but part of the normal order of things. They also did this so that people with a lived experience of mental illness could be part of a world that doesn't judge them, fear or pity them, but rather one where they are judged by the content of their character and what they can value add to society, not by their impairment, but instead judged by their ability and not their disability. Nelson Mandela is a favourite of mine, and one of these I think sums up something. You have mandated us to change from a place in which the majority of people live with no hope to one in which they can live and work in dignity with a sense of self-esteem and confidence in the future. The consumers of the past have certainly done this for us. The consumers, both here of the National Mental Health Consumer Care Forum and the National Register, are proud to acknowledge the consumers of the past. People like Janet Mars, the Marinda Epsteins and the Helen Connors. I met them three ladies back in 2002 and they scared the living daylights out of me. But they also inspired me. And I've learned everything I know from them, so you can blame them. As a result of these people and consumers past, we now look forward to a brighter future for people with a lived experience of mental illness. Thanks to all of those, including those three young ladies, who prepared the way for all of us to have a voice. I read this little saying on Recovery Innovations wall in 2007. I'd just like to read it out, and this applies to everyone here. Please don't forget to remember who you are or where you come from, where you have been thus far, because it's so easy for the hard times to leave scars when you forget to remember who you are. And I'm going to read out the thing I've read out since Ottawa 2007. A lot of people heard it before, but I'll say it again. Everyone needs to remember, and I mainly take this as service providers when I say it, but everyone needs to remember that people with a lived experience of mental illness may forget exactly what you said to them. They may even forget exactly what you did, but they will never, ever, ever forget how you made them feel. Thank you.